As Britain finally emerges from lockdown, it enters a unique period of employment history with the highest number of job vacancies ever recorded.
There's nearly 1 million people unemployed, right? Where are they?
They're either furloughed or playing Xbox or they're outside robbing somebody.
Now recruitment companies have been labelled the fourth emergency service.
Come on! You should already be at work. Are you looking for a job? Well, come on in then, don't stand there.
One female-owned employment agency in Bognor Regis
Morning, campers.
I've forgotten how to type with nails.
have been matching workers with jobs for over 20 years.
Gaynor and I started working together at a time when it wasn't still very easy for women to be hard-nosed businesswomen.
Anybody out there speak Latvian? Do you want work? Money, money.
But with Brexit and then COVID, finding new recruits has never been harder.
Are any of you looking for work?
Are you looking for work?
No.
No, I'm not. So unemployed people will probably end up generally hang out in people's sheds smoking weed, playing Call of Duty. That's what I did when I was unemployed, so I can't really knock it.
There is a shortage of workers and an abundance of work. How do we get people working?
By stopping their benefits.
So as chaos continues to reign across the UK,
They've been pinged and they're not able to come in.
Oh, really?
can this team of experts
Only gone and done it. Bollocks.
really get Britain back on its feet?
Fingers crossed. Bullshit baffles sometimes, doesn't it? I think. Not that I'm bullshitting them.
Come on, Britain, let's do this.
Are you ready?
No. What do you want to take?
I've got some clothes that I'm actually wearing.
Travel restrictions have been lifted and Sarah's hitting the road with her partner Rich
Buzzing for the Leicester trip. Absolutely buzzing.
and visiting her 3 busiest depots.
I can't find, honestly, I have so much washing in this house, it is unbelievable. It's just chaos. Actually, we're a great team. I do everything and he takes the glory. It can be unfair for women. We say we want equality, but we're never equal. We want to break the glass ceiling and all of that, but then we're still cooking and cleaning. And the thing is, if a man does it with us, we turn around and say, aren't we lucky?
She thinks she does everything around here, but really it's me. So I have to carry a lot of them, you know? A man's work's never done, innit? That's what they say.
Right, we're on our way. Right, oh, you've left the window open. If we want to get a job done properly, let Sarah do it. Then it'll happen. Right, can we go now?
Although, of course, now we're all as free as Dominic Cummings to fly up and down the motorway, I've noticed at the moment that the A27 is still pretty empty. So where is...
Business for delivery companies is booming.
Work has gone through the roof. And what happened in lockdown? Everybody started ordering online.
The demand for temporary workers is the highest Sarah's seen for decades.
20 years ago, everybody used agencies because you can turn people on and off as to when you need them. You haven't got to worry about their pension costs, the national insurance costs, their holiday costs. All of that is covered. It's a no-brainer.
The depots Sarah recruits for in the Midlands take over 200 of her workers.
These are my biggest clients, so it's really important to get the feedback.
Hello, CRS.
Rich, the operations director, is the only male member of the agency and responsible for managing the mostly male workforce at the FedEx depots.
Hello, you okay?
You all right, mate? Yeah. You're still going for induction, aren't you?
Yeah, I still want to go.
This will be the 3rd time that they've gone to induction for one reason or another.
Well, I think if they don't do it this Thursday, I think Binham...
Since the pandemic started, the warehouse workforce has become less and less reliable.
You know, COVID has put us in a position where people who don't want to work has given them an excuse not to work. You know, where, oh, I've been pinged, oh, I've got COVID, oh, my friend's got COVID, my long-lost dog, twice removed, has got COVID. Come on. Oh, yeah, it's Sarah from CRS. He's expecting me.
The warehouse workers are traditionally men, but in light of all the recent no-shows, Sarah's asked the team to target women instead to see if they're any more reliable.
We need people now, like to start tonight.
At the HQ in Bognor, they're beginning to see the results of this new strategy.
A lot more women than men have been applying and doing the job that a man does. Us women just get on with it.
When you're asking them about heavy lifting and stuff, they're a bit kind of like, you know, OK, we'll give it a go. But yeah, I mean, it's been really good. I mean, the amount of women we've taken on in the last month or so is unreal. I had my girls at Charlie's Angels, didn't I?
2-hour journey, wouldn't they, just to get to work?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think many blokes would have done that.
No.
It's been a long day visiting depots in Leicester, Exeter and Bristol.
Thanks ever so much for your time. It was lovely meeting you. All the best. We were literally just supposed to go in and say hi, what's coming up for peak and that kind of thing. And it ended up being about 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Demand for delivery drivers in particular is higher than ever.
Part of the deal of coming up here was to find out what we had coming up. And what we found out is that our numbers are going to, we think, well, not just double, but probably triple. We know there's shitloads of business.
Bringing my car with aircon.
Right, if you go on one more time about aircon, I'm going to start blowing you.
What, in traffic?
I did. Oh, man. I bet you are gasping for a pint, ain't you?
Fucking yeah.
I'm going to be shattered tonight, darling. You?
Yeah.
So, it looks like because of the new Delta variant, we're not going to be fully reopened until June now, but who knows? Things seem to be changing day by day at the moment, don't they?
With warehouses open throughout the pandemic, Sarah's has become a 24/7 job, and during her overnight stay, she's had some unhappy clients track her down.
Morning. I had no one at Enfield, no one at Park Royal. It's really bad. It's really bad. Can you phone around your guys and find out who didn't show and who's going in tonight?
Yeah.
What a morning. Last night I didn't get to sleep till gone 12. My phone was going crazy. I had so many no-shows. So something's got to give because we can't carry on like this. Every time there's another freaking variant. At what point does it get to where you say, listen, I'm sorry, but we're just going to have to learn to live with it like we do with flu?
For years, whenever Sarah goes away for work, it's Gaynor who steps in to look after her 9-year-old daughter, Sasha.
I'm godmother to Sarah's 2 girls. I've always been there, I guess. Now, I'm not going in the office a lot right now because there's enough staff to handle what they've got. They all know what they're doing. I like it when it's that busy, they're paddling in their own sweat, and I can go in and help Sarah get the business in and that sort of thing. I've got to keep up with my... Apparently, Sarah said to Sasha, well, you can go and stay with Auntie Gaynor at the weekend. And Sasha turned around and said, why, I haven't done anything wrong. I mean, it's just unbelievable. But she's right, little madam, she is, for stirring it.
Or I called Auntie Gaynor the crazy cat woman, because that's what Mother calls her.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
How very interesting.
Before Sarah can take over from Gaynor at home, she's got a meeting at the office.
And you're quite prepared to talk to me.
Amberly, bear with me.
Hey, hey, hey! You look, wow, you do look really well, actually. You know what? Yeah, you really do. So what's going on? Talk to me.
Steph is one of Sarah's hardest workers and has been asking for extra shifts.
I'm thinking housekeepers, cleaners, waitresses, all that sort of thing. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, sounds good. A lot of that kind of work is for youngsters. Perhaps there's a place for...
Don't say that. We're youngsters.
Young in heart.
You're only as young as the man you feel, right?
True.
If you just leave it with me and I'll give you a holler later on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Bye, hun.
At the moment, Steph travels 60 miles a day to 5 different jobs, and Sarah wants to make her life a little easier.
Yeah, I do get tired, but it's about trying to keep the wolf from the door and making ends meet. When it came to the transitions, gender reassignment is a very individual place to be. You are on your own. There's a lot of self-examination involved in that. My son was married a month or 2 after my surgery. This picture is from my son's wedding. I'd have been 56. Now, I have 4 children, and they're not really part of my life anymore. I'd like them to be, but we've gone our different ways. I'm part of Bognor, and most people know me. I came down here to be with someone. He never really came. When I first came to town, there were a few eyebrows raised. But no, generally speaking, most people have been all right. There was a time years ago when people talked about a job for life. I think those days have gone now. Hello. You want to go in, don't you? Yeah? I can come in here sometimes and think, oh, bloody, these pigs, look at the state of what they've left it, you know? Well, I'm 67. I was going to be retired at 40. Nearly got there as well. I had my own business, a garage. I was very well known in the area. It was like being the village doctor. Yeah, it was a good reputation. I made a good living at it. All that money's gone now. Divorces are expensive. For me, when it comes to a job, I can make any job work. Nothing really, is it? But it looks nicer. Nothing much, just a little bit of effort, that's all.
You know, there's something to be said for the 50-plussers of this world. As a 50-plus woman, yeah, in a menopausal office, I can honestly say that has not held us back.
I'll always work.
Yeah, I'm the same. Even if I won the lottery, I think, yeah.
Female lives matter.
Anyone who knows where to get petrol? Let me know. I've just come back from filling up my car in Chichester, and the queues were even worse than they were at the weekend. But today, the Transport Secretary has said it's all the fault of the hauliers.
Somebody on Facebook said, yeah, if only the Brits ran as quickly for jobs as they do for their bog roll and fuel. How true is that, right?
Very true. Putting women into traditionally male jobs at the depots is working well, so Sarah wants to apply the same strategy to finding a fresh supply of lorry drivers.
So years ago, yeah, Gaynor worked for an HGV training school, and I'm just wondering whether we should pick up something like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Female. Sue's driving school, Swindon. Oh my God, she's 5 stars. I'm going to call her.
Sue's driving school.
Oh, hi Sue, this is Sarah. I'm calling from a company called CRS Group. We supply loads and loads of HGV drivers in the logistical industry, and we're kind of looking for some sort of fresh blood to introduce to our clients.
Yes, I should think we could do that, because we have a lot of clients who have got absolutely no idea what they want to do. They just want to be a lorry driver.
I'll bite your hands off, to be honest with you. Yeah, my clients will pay, you know, £18 an hour.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I've got days, I've got nights, I've got trunking. I mean, yeah, they can pretty much pick and choose, and they will not be bothered that they're newly qualified.
Yeah, not a problem.
Cheers, thanks for your time. Thanks, Sue.
Bye.
There's a huge shortage of HGV drivers. We cannot produce them quickly enough. We really can't. Everybody moans about lorry drivers on the road, but suddenly when the supermarkets have got no food in, the lorry driver is wonderful. We're getting a lot more diverse people change of career where their job has perhaps gone through COVID, and they're having to think about what else can they do, because it's all over the press that there's a shortage of lorry drivers. We have a big call-up with ladies wanting to learn to drive, yes, and they should be encouraged. Well, that's right. This morning we've got Sarah in the lorry. She's on day 2. She's doing really well.
Sarah lost her job during lockdown, and she's been struggling to make ends meet.
Put your truck in to drive.
OK. It is a life-changing job regarding the salary, because the money now is so good.
I believe one of the large supermarkets is now offering £54,000 a year for a Class 1 driver. That's a lot of money.
You get some really strange looks off men. Maybe female drivers and an instructor.
You have to smile sweetly at men. They are an inferior race. Right, magic roundabouts. So think about your safe distance behind the lorry. Safe distance, Sarah. Safe distance.
Oh, sorry. That's a bit tight, that, Sue, with
Just
that.
do nice and slowly and use your mirrors.
Oh, that was close, Sue.
It's all right.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
It's all right. Turn you around. Good, well done. Good, very good.
It's tight, isn't it?
It is tight. You did well there with the speed.
OK. It's all coming together quite quickly now.
Okay.
My test is a week on Wednesday. It's mad, because up till a few weeks ago, I was just driving my Mini.
Oh, do you remember when it was called having a duvet day when we skived off work? Well, now some people are pretending to have COVID for a 10-day break. Seriously, but be aware, in Nashville, USA, they are making it a criminal offence and you could end up in jail.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Mark.
What's the problem?
Max is poorly. Just sent me a text saying he's been sick.
What is going on? Everybody's sick.
Right, I know. It's because it's the bank holiday, the sun is shining and everybody wants to go to the beach. People are falling like flies, honestly. I'm really... I'm really sorry. I'm just...
Gaynor, the company's 67-year-old senior advisor, has not been back into the office since the beginning of lockdown.
Gaynor's now at retirement age, and so she's sort of started to slow down a bit. I think it's good for her to come in. You know, that's the thing. It's called getting life back to normal. Blimey.
What's occurring? Nothing by the look of it. Sod all as usual.
It was like a ghost walking in. I almost recognised you. As the country starts to open, more and more companies are going to need our help. So, you need to stop this I'm retired shit. That's got to end.
Sarah's hoping Gaynor will come in and help mobilise her workforce, as today 32 workers are self-isolating.
I said a long time ago what they should have done is get every single person, including children, jabbed.
I mean, I don't agree with you with COVID, you know I don't. I don't believe that this virus is as bad as they're saying it is. Where's the bodies? Where are all the funerals? Where are all the mass graves? I haven't seen any of them. Have you?
No. I haven't.
It's all about control, and that includes the vaccine. It's propaganda. As for lockdown, no, it's a load of bullshit.
This government needs to sit up and listen. None of them have ever run a business. None of them. Just pisses me off. There's not one politician in any party who actually, I personally feel, knows what it's like to have the hardship that everybody in this country has bloody had over the last year. You know what? There's only one way forward. Vote for me.
God help us all.
As Steph won't work in a warehouse, she's still waiting for Sarah to find an extra shift somewhere else and make back the money she lost in her divorce.
First job today is the yacht club, and I need to be there for 4:30. I'll probably finish at about 8 tonight. That's 16 hours. Gents' lavatory, do not enter. That's my little cleaning cupboard. A certain time, a while ago, I applied for a job as a teacher. And as soon as they realised what I was, the qualifications, they loved everything about what I was, but then when they heard me speak, they didn't want me. That was when they said they've already got someone else, but not before. So I suppose, really, I just throw myself into work. There's no good moping about it, is it? Could just sit down the pub every day and claim the universal credit. What's the point in that?
Sarah's attempts to get Gaynor back into the office haven't worked. In fact, now they're not speaking to each other at all.
I was bringing her up to date with what was been going on, because we could just come off holiday, that we'd got a new accountant on board. She just went ballistic, like...
Sounds like she's got the hump because you haven't kept her in the loop. You know, she doesn't want to come into the office, she doesn't want to do this and that, but she wants to be privy to everything.
She keeps saying that she'll come back when we've got 1,000 staff.
What's the point in that? If we've got 1,000 staff out on our own backs, then we don't really need her to come back.
Salad, thank you, darling.
Oh, yes, thank you very much. Yes. Excuse me, hash browns, please.
She won't apologise.
Of course she won't.
But if she doesn't want to come in and be part of it,
yeah.
You can't then be on the peripheral and have an opinion, surely.
That's right.
I mean, I know she's very critical, but I kind of like that because you are so optimistic and she's so pessimistic. It's that yin and yang. 20 years ago we fell out like this and we didn't talk for 3 months.
Well, I'll leave it to you. Your capable hands. You're fine.
I was at Sarah's the other night and we started, well, not arguing. One thing led to another. She raises her voice, we get into this, and that's how it carries on there. We are more than friends. The way we speak to each other is more like sisters that are squabbling. Most people that meet us think we're related in some way. Some have got the gall to say they thought I was their mother. They don't live very long. But yeah, it's just hilarious. We just squabble all the time.
The fallout with Gaynor and managing the business alone has left Sarah feeling stressed, so she's been thinking of ways to ease the strain.
So Mummy was thinking, do you remember we went camping and do you remember it was raining and I said to Rich, get us into a caravan or a hotel if you value your life? Well, Rich and I are thinking of buying a caravan. What do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
Like what we stayed in.
I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah? I think it's something that, you know, as a family, I know we've done the camping bit and we've loved it.
Maybe it's just time to upgrade.
It's your gypsy roots coming out, babes. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Party.
Okay, well, maybe not party. But we can ask others to come. We can ask Auntie Gaynor to come and have lunch with us and stay if she wants to.
She really doesn't want to. We are fancy now.
Are you saying that Auntie Gaynor's not fancy?
Yeah, she's in the old days, we're in the new days.
Smash! Imagine, like, just before Christmas we go there.
You're going to have to get me hot chocolate for Christmas in that caravan.
If you put the Christmas tree up.
Deal.
I'll get you a Jaeger bomb. Hey!
Sarah's been trying to fill a vacancy at a local cafe for 2 weeks now. Today, she's asked George, the owner, to meet Saskia, her 15-year-old daughter.
So you've got this interview.
Yeah.
Okay. So if he says to you, why do you want this job?
I really want this job because I want to start getting myself into gear.
I want to get myself into gear?
Yeah, like...
That's drugs. Hi, George. Sorry about the attire.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave you two.
Yeah, go on. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, this would be my first job.
Right.
I'm very keen for it. Start saving up for something bigger in life and kind of just work my way up to, like, own my mum's company sort of thing. She's a very confident, strong woman and I idolise her. She is my inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping an eye on her at the moment. I'm just watching, like, the beady-eyed.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
How do you think that went?
Good.
So he said to you, what do you want to do?
I said I want to take over my mum's business. Anything that she hasn't accomplished, I want to accomplish. Basically, I want to live her legacy.
Oh, you mummy's baby. You donut, come on.
By the following morning, George has made a decision.
So, Vic.
Yeah?
I just got the phone to George at the cafe.
Yeah?
Yeah. He hasn't taken any of our youngsters.
Oh, you're joking?
No, I'm actually not disappointed. To be honest, Sass could work anywhere. But listen to this. He's hired a pensioner called Jackie in her 70s.
Oh, my God.
I know. But how amazing is this, right? So she's a mum, she's a nan, she's past retirement age, still working, and I'm like, respect.
Oh my God, you'll be like that, I reckon.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo, picking up for the old girls.
A week into her trial period, and Jackie has hit the ground running.
Do you know what? It was probably one of the best hires ever. Whether it's mopping floors, sweeping the floors, she does anything.
There you are, Ola. There's the sausage rolls, love.
She's just got that get up and go.
We specialise in our coffees and toasters, sandwiches. Oh. Yes. And I'll show you to the counter, madam. I've been independent all my life. Even when I was married, I worked every day. Good morning. It's taken me, at least a couple of years to find this job. I used to go into shops where they were advertising, and I've had so many people just look at me in disgust, really. What, you? You're looking for a job? They just looked at me like, you're old. You know, we don't want you in a shop. And I was so hurt. It brought tears to my eyes, you know, that when you find you're too old to the people to want you, you know. Did you have coffee? I think it's from Italy. I'm sure everybody says that.
Not from Tesco?
No, Tesco's. Don't be cheeky.
New guidelines are encouraging people to return to work, but Rich has decided it's better working from home.
All the hustle and bustle of the office, and I'm not very good at that. I sort of start faffing about and getting waylaid from the point. So I just prefer it here, getting my stuff done here.
Since the trip to FedEx, he's tried to get more workers into the depots, but with a string of no-shows, it's not been going well.
How's it going, Chef? Oh, good, mate. I should have had 5 this morning for induction, hopefully.
Guess how many you had?
Oh, come on.
5.
Oh, get in, mate. Fuck.
All 5 showed up.
Oh, mate. Fucking hell, I'm back in it. I'm back in the game. Does that mean...
That's unbelievable, to be honest.
Winning, mate. Absolutely winning. See? I'll speak to you later, OK?
Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Have a good one, then.
Yeah, take care, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Bye, bye. Oh, that's good news.
There are other perks to working from home too.
Got to have a little bit of downtime, haven't you? Give me a chance to try these little bad boys. Got these just to mess about with. When the missus is away, have a little play. It's a lot harder than it looks. Oh, shit. I've got them in the ground. What are you doing then? Flat out, babe. Shit. Oh, it broke. I think I should just stick to the guns. Get in, mate. If it ever fucks up with recruitment, I'll join the circus. Maybe not.
Like Rich, Sarah's been trying to factor in some downtime for herself, but she's finding it easier said than done.
As much as I'd love to be this amazing superwoman, which we're taught we're supposed to be, it's impossible. You cannot do it all. Every day is just a fight in terms of making sure you can run the business, but at the same time be mum. Sash suffers with asthma and eczema, and she inevitably ends up at the doctor's. It is a nightmare. I've got chocolate waffles. I'm down with the kids.
We have people from like a 0-hour contracts, and 2 of them are not here, and they're supposed to be here.
Okay, no problem. I'll get it sorted. I'll come straight back to you, darling, all right?
Okay,
Cheers. Thanks, love. Bye. People are so flaky.
Sarah's been used to having Gaynor around to share the load. Not having her to lean on is beginning to take its toll.
I'm giving so much now. I'm actually neglecting the kids. You know, I don't have any off time. And eventually I think you just go like, phew.
Sarah being Sarah, she can't keep her hand out of it for 5 minutes, you know? She has to be involved. Sometimes she takes on a bit too much, I think. But that's how she is, you know, she's non-stop. Hi, guys. All right, mate.
He's very good at saying, you know, you got to have some downtime, girl, because if you don't, you're going to end up running yourself ragged and into an early grave.
A little bit hanging from last night.
Yeah?
Just a little bit.
Any plans for later?
No, not really. We bought a caravan in Selsey.
Oh.
So we're picking up. Well, that's going to be ready tomorrow. This is about the extent of my grooming.
I'm so focused on, you know, making sure the clients are happy, making sure the staff are happy, all of that kind of thing, that in the end I've forgotten how to make myself happy.
War paint. Go to sleep now.
Rich says to me, this isn't normal behaviour, Sarah, and I'm like, is it not? He's like, listen, you know, you got to live to work. You ain't got to work to live. It's a massive difference. And I'm thinking, maybe, you know what? Maybe he could be right. He's not right on anything else. It could be a first. Maybe he's right.
And today we're talking about what is being called the Great Resignation, because apparently 1 in 4 of us have decided during lockdown that we want to change our jobs. So is that...
In a week's time, Sue's latest learner driver has her HGV test, and Sarah hopes she'll be the first in a long line of women to take on the depot's delivery jobs.
Who's a good girl? This way.
She worked for 18 years as a private driver, but lost her job due to COVID.
In the first lockdown, it literally did go dead overnight. It just went. It was scary times, really scary times. You got mortgage to pay, you got bills to pay, you got no backup. It didn't put me in a good place. I've got the exam in a week's time, so I'm not totally up to scratch on it yet, but I'm working on it. So the question is, what is the purpose of the yellow trims on the front wheel nuts of the lorry? So I think that may be answer number 1. They indicate any movement of the wheel nuts. I know that this side of Christmas I'll be in my HGV job. It's like, what do you do for a living? Oh, I drive a truck. Really? What, you're only little?
4.5 million people quit or changed their jobs after lockdown, and people buying second homes went up by an amazing 83%. I think we're all taking a long, hard look at how we live our lives.
Sarah and Rich have realised they want more quality time with the family, and today they've come to collect the keys to their new retreat.
Oh, I love it, look at this. Because the caravan has been cleaned, do not make a mess.
Picked the wrong family for that, didn't
Wow. Oh my God, I'm so glad we bought it.
Banging, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's so
Found
exciting.
shit on the window.
Oh, I don't care, I'll go and wash it, I don't care.
It's amazing.
And everything's
This is
done as
the
well.
best purchase we have ever made.
Yeah.
Can we bring everything in now?
Yeah.
It's the best feeling ever.
You reckon?
That's not the best feeling ever. Two hours from now, I should have everything put away, done, dusted, and sitting down having a cup of tea. Dana! What do you think? Welcome. Come in. I've turned what was a blank canvas
Into a
palace. A palatial palace. Look at you, you're such a little fucking king. Look at you.
It's like home from home now, isn't it? How we've got it sorted. It's lovely.
How we've got it sorted.
How you've got it sorted, sorry.
So I've been talking to Gaynor, we've made up.
Yeah.
We've had a long conversation, it cleared the air. Gaynor said that she's not been feeling well. That's why she doesn't want to come in. And I think that's why she's flew off at me, because she's been worrying about her health. Now maybe she may not want to come back.
Do you think going forward you can do it without her then? Do you think?
But I think more than anything, it's having her on the phone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
She's got a lot of knowledge and experience. You don't want to lose that, do you?
No, not at all.
Want it
And
passed on, really.
And to be fair, she will always be part of the family. She's a bloody nightmare, but she's our nightmare. Thanks for your support. You're like a good bra on a bad day.
Yeah.
After just 4 lessons with Sue, Sarah's passed her HGV test and she's already landed a full-time job in Swindon.
It started yesterday for a wheelchair grab hire, tipper driver. Morning, Ben.
Do you know what you're doing today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant.
Okay. All right,
Thank you for
thank
that. Cheers.
Okay, right.
This will be our first female driver, which is very exciting. It's nice to have a mix of people coming in now.
Right, off we go.
Sarah plans to take the test for an articulated lorry next and get one of the highest paid delivery jobs on the books. But for now, an 18-ton tipper truck is enough.
There's a lot more jobs than there is drivers, so I do think drivers do have the pick of the work and salaries as well.
Right, we're off to Baybury first, and then we're going to get a load of muck to take to a disposal site. This is really tight. It's like literally inches either side. Yay! I need some air freshener. Make it into a bit of a girly pad. To be honest, last April I didn't know where I was going with the pandemic. So now with the HGV, it just feels like there's light at the end of the tunnel now and there's something to aim for. I can get the mortgage paid off earlier and start living a bit more of a real life. I mean, I'm really proud of myself when I passed my test because I'm 47 now. It just goes to show it's never too late to learn.
Back in Bognor Regis, Gayna's been in hospital for 10 days undergoing tests, and Sarah's been visiting her every day.
I mean, life is really crazy at the moment. It's just mental. I didn't realise, like, caring for somebody, fighting their corner is a full-time job.
But with the never-ending need for new recruits, work still has to go on.
Morning, campus.
Morning.
Morning. Good afternoon, CRS.
Hi there, it's Andy from the Millstream Hotel.
Hi, Andy, how are you?
I am looking for a housekeeper.
All right, I think I've got somebody for that position. A lady called Steph, who's worked for me a long time ago. I know she's looking for some sort of cleaning, housekeeping work.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Leave that with me. I will come back to you.
This would be one full-time position, making Steph's life so much easier, and Andy's too.
One of the jobs that I've had to do, because it's been very difficult to try and get staff, is our laundry. This is where all the magic happens. Sometimes I'm in the laundry, sometimes I'm in the pot wash, sometimes I'm helping out in the restaurant.
Good morning. I'm after Andy, please.
So this is Magda, the head housekeeper.
Hello, nice to meet you.
And you too.
So she's in charge today. So what we'll do, we'll go down to housekeeping.
Say hi to Stephanie.
Hello.
Yes.
Are you doing departs today?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you do a depart, which is the hardest.
Sorry about my looks. Warts and all today. With the white bed linen, I can't be having makeup on because it'll be all over the sheets. I can't be blamed for putting makeup on the bed if I haven't got it on me.
Steph's used to working alone behind the scenes. There's an added pressure to becoming part of a team.
I think I get a bit nervous just walking out the door, thinking, am I okay? Does my hair look all right? What are people going to see when I walk out the door? A man can shoulder charge his way through life, but a woman needs inner confidence to walk down the street. What do you think?
Oh, good, nice. Everything is perfect.
Oh, thank you.
You do a very, very, very good job. Very good.
Hello, Steph. Hello, How did it go?
Well, the girls are lovely to work with. They help me through everything.
They would love you to join their team. So it's really down to you.
I was quite nervous to start with. I didn't know how they'd accept me, but they were lovely from the start.
The job would give Steph more time to herself, but would pay less than she gets now, so she has some thinking to do.
I was up 5:30 this morning, working on my computer, going through emails, talking to clients. But then I've also been dealing with Gayna's issues as well. I thought Gayna would come back and, you know, it'd be like business as usual. So this has kind of knocked everything out of kilter.
Gayna didn't want to bother the NHS during lockdown, but that's meant her diagnosis has come late. Tests have revealed she has an aggressive throat cancer.
Oh, hi, it's Sarah.
Today, Sarah's talking to the nursing staff about the next steps for her friend.
For me, I just feel the deterioration has been so swift. Yeah. It's taken my breath away. She's a very strong character. She's not stupid, and she has moments of complete and utter lucidity and compos mentis. So you feel you're dealing with somebody, and then the next thing you're dealing with a frightened child whose memory's not there. I mean, I don't know whether she needs like a hospice, you know, a nursing home.
She needs what they call end-of-life care.
My head's fucking pounding again now. It's just stress.
The news that Gaynor has just weeks to live has forced Sarah to step away from work for the first time in her career.
It's really hard for her at the minute to kind of be letting us run her business, but she trusts us. Gaynor hasn't got no one else, has she? She's got no kids, she's got no family.
No, exactly. She's like,
she is on her own. Sarah's the only one she's got. It's hard for her, I think. We do miss her.
We are just prepping it for the eventuality that maybe Gaynor will end up moving in here. Right now, my head's a little bit fucked because you know it's going to happen, but you don't want to deal with it. So you kind of gloss over it because in the hope that, you know what, some miracle cure, it'll go away and you just get on with it, you know? Gaynor has been so much part of my life. I just don't even want to think that she's not going to be around to watch the girls grow up and just see me get old and get Alzheimer's and piss myself. You know what I mean? And for us to be in an old people's home pissing ourselves and that kind of thing, that's what we should be doing. Do I think about my work-life balance? There is part of me that thinks after this, you know, when you kind of think, you know what, fuck it, fuck everything, fuck the world, I want to get off, I want to pack my bags and just fuck off. Because your head screams at the injustice of it all. Anyway.
For Jackie, work couldn't feel more different. Since starting the trial at the cafe, her life has taken on a whole new turn.
Do you know what? She's absolutely wonderful. She comes in on time, she'll stay and do whatever extra, you know, she'll stay behind.
And now George has offered her a permanent job.
I'm awake early morning, I'm jumping out, running the shower, pile on the makeup to look younger so I don't look like a pensioner. Is your tea warm enough?
Yeah.
All right, you don't want me to warm it up for you? You're right. All right. So getting out to work, they've opened a world for me. Now I can sleep sometimes. I mean, you know, the pensioners, they hate it in the night. Daytime at last. Thank God I'm alive and another day I can still go to work this week.
Do you know what she's best at doing? Is talking to her customers. Her clients love her.
Can you just give us a little song, please?
No!
Like you normally do. Thank you very much, Robin.
Steph has come to a decision. She's turned down the hotel job and is sticking with more hours, working her 5 jobs a day.
You know, Gaynor and me, we used to think like Jackie and Steph, you know, that strong women work till they drop. And now I'm thinking there is more to life than work.
Working 13 hours, whatever it is, sounds a lot of time. Work is not necessarily a chore. It's a way of life. So I just think, if I'm just getting on with what I do, I'm staying out of trouble, keeping myself occupied, not having my heart broken, I suppose, is another way of looking at it. Work keeps me busy, stops me having to think about things. I tend to overthink things if I've got time on my hands. So I think really if I'm doing something useful, I can take a bit of pride in that and think that I'm doing something good.
Sarah's been waiting for Gaynor to move into the room she's prepared at home.
So the original idea was that Gaynor was going to come and live with us. Sadly, her condition has deteriorated so rapidly that we were unable to take her, which is heartbreaking for me. Oh my God, there's Gaynor. See, that's the way I remember Gaynor. Yeah, heels, knockout pins, long red nails, yeah, and then bright red lipstick. It's really hard because right now, the person that I see in the home is not the person I know.
Gaynor's rapid deterioration and losing her as a colleague and a friend has made Sarah rethink her priorities.
I don't want to get to the stage where I've worked my arse off and my fingers to the bone and have nothing, you know? And I am a workaholic, I know I am. Even my family tell me I'm a workaholic. But even I've had to kind of take a bit of a life balance and say, work isn't everything, it's important, but it's not everything. More than anything, it is your health and happiness. That life is just to be fucking enjoyed. It's so short, and we know that now with the pandemic. You know, let's just be fucking happy.